Jump as soon as you hit grid. Last jump for the scouting party. Then we gotta scout the wormhole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome. Whoa. Let's go! Yeah! Hold. Hold. All right, here's the plan. We're gonna try to burn out of this thing as fast as we can. Come on! Yes! Oh! We made it, everybody. We made it. Oh, shit! Let's go! Ha ha ha! Perfect. All right, and the DSC's on the way. We made it. Boojum, as soon as I hit grid, I'll let you know. You can work to me. Boojum. Boojum. Not an Boojum, but Boojum. That was fun. That was really fun.
Okay. We're back. We're back, everyone.
I hope you can see and hear me okay. It's been such a long time since we were streaming like regularly that I'm very concerned that a lot of my stuff is going to be all broken. Last time we jumped on stream, everything was broken. Right on, Booga, Tiagi, welcome. Long time no see. I hope you guys are doing well. We're jumping into a little bit of PoE today. If you guys hadn't seen, last time we were on stream, we started playing some Path of Exile 1, which I've never played before. The game has been out for like 10 years. I seem to have this bad habit of trying to learn new games that have been out for forever. And there's a lot going on. So today we are I just kind of wanted to showcase kind of where our build is at and kind of what we've been doing here in PoE 1. So the whole premise of this was to, we started playing Path of Exile 2 when it came out for early access late last year, and absolutely love Path of Exile 2. Amazing game. It's got a ton of depth. It's a lot like EVE Online in that regard. It's like an insane amount of depth. It's like super hardcore from like a learning and understanding perspective, and it's one of those games that just like constantly is in the front of your mind. Like you're always thinking about it because there's always new things to learn and new things to discover and ways to make your build a little better, to optimize what you're doing, and it's just been so much fun. So Path of Exile 2 was a great tutorial for the campaign of Path of Exile 1. And the campaign in Path of Exile 1 was a great tutorial for the end game in Path of Exile 1, it seems, because, man, we struggled once we got done with the campaign in this game. It was rough, really rough. But we, I think, have fought through a lot of that, and the build is feeling pretty good now. So I wanted to show it off a little bit. So the whole premise of our build was to recreate Count Geonor from PoE 2. That boss fight is like my favorite boss fight in like any ARPG, maybe like in almost any game. It's one of the best boss fights ever. It's got just like it's got amazing voice acting and music, and the boss mechanics are awesome, and it's hard. So it was like really fun. It's hands down my favorite boss fight in the game. So I wanted to like make my character as the boss from PoE 2 here in PoE 1. So Count Geonor in PoE 2 has got a couple of sort of iconic boss mechanics. One is this sort of freezing mist mechanic that they have, where they fill the entire arena with this like icy cold mist that will kill you if you go into it. The second one is these ice shards that Count Geonor shoots at you from across the ground. Third, he has a charge attack where he'll take his two-handed sword and charge right at you. And then, lastly, he's got these heralds, these lightning blood strikes that come down from the ceiling that you have to dodge. So I took all of those mechanics and I was like, how can I make a character like that does that? And I think we've done a pretty good job, to be quite honest, of making Count Geonor here in Path of Exile 2. We're wearing the Ogrim armor here to kind of give us some Count Geonor vibes, if you will. We changed our entire hideout here into a horrible, beast-ridden, like corrupted, like castle that's very much like the best I could get to like Count Geonor's castle in PoE 2. And we've got a couple of skills that we use. So our primary attack is Glacial Cascade, which does something kind of like this, where it shoots the ice shards across the ground, which I really dig. And then we do this like ice attack called Cold Snap that does a lot of damage and does freezing and chill and mist. And then we have these things called Winterbrand Tide, which put these little icicles on the ground, and these will attach to enemy and they'll create this like mist that forms and that kills everything around them. So we got those three, and then finally we've got Herald of Thunder and Herald of Ice. Herald of Ice just makes everything explode. Herald of Thunder brings these ice or these lightning strikes down. And they look all like bloody too. It's got a cool MTX on them to make them be all gory and weird. So far the build has been coming along okay. I think we're getting close to like its final form. We'll jump into Path of Building here really quick and take a look at kind of like where we're at. So we chose to be an elementalist and get some golems to kind of give us some buffs because that sounded really cool, and they kind of really wanted to lean into the ice spells that we have. The one thing about this build that I haven't been able to do yet is get a two-handed sword, a big two-handed sword, because it like halves my damage, it seems. So we haven't done that, but you have to imagine that we've got a two-handed sword. So anyway, so for our Path of Building here, this is kind of what our skill tree looks like. This is where we're going. We are right now level 93 in the game. This is for a level 100 build. And I think that this little cluster up here is really all I need to get after. Oh, and then I also want to do one of the Bloodline Ascendancies for Lycia. And that will buff our Herald effects and increase our Herald damage by quite a lot. So I really want to lean into the Herald tech. And then I also just learned today that there's like these things called tattoos. You can like tattoo your passive points, like these little small nodes here, and add Herald damage, but they're kind of expensive. So we'll see if I'm able to get those or not. But right now, where we are in the skill tree is sitting right here. We need to get that cluster out, but we've got our elemental overload here. So we're just basically, I mean, it's a very simple build, really. We just took anywhere that there was cold damage or damage over time. We basically took those, and then we died a lot. We were dying quite a lot in maps. And so we did a ton of work on white maps to try and get the build survivable. And then we made it through red maps, and then we started dying a whole bunch more. So now we're trying to get it more survivable, but I think we're there with a new shield and some spell suppression on our boots, and then a couple of key little nodes like block mastery has helped out a ton, I think. But we kind of path up here. We grabbed some cast speed. I definitely needed some mana regen, so I had to take away some health to get some more mana. Got some blocks up here, and then this is our Herald damage, cold damage, little bit of elemental, or sorry, energy shield leech. Oh yeah, these are for our golems. This is huge. Give +1 to golems. More cold damage. This node is cool. This is gonna get us blast freeze and blanketed snow, which will give us a whole bunch of extra damage, and then we'll eventually get over there into some Herald damage. We had these nodes here that I removed, and then this gives us some energy shield and health. This inverts enemies' elemental resistances, which is pretty sweet. We get some spell suppression, and we make our spell damage suppression like lucky, which is nice. So we roll it twice. Then we got some more leech here, and we've got ghost dance and a little bit of evasion going on. And the reason for that is because I wanted to stick with an evasion energy shield combination. I thought about doing armor, but we've got a couple of skill gems that we're using that are cold based that would just have a really high dexterity requirement, and attributes are really hard for me. So I've got like one item that does all my attributes on an amulet, and I've been running it since I found it like in early campaign, and am basically stuck with it at this point, I think. So because attributes are hard, and I don't want to put attributes on my gear, which I'll show you in a second, because I only have like 2 non-uniques right now. Anyway, so this gives us energy shield recovery, but we need our evasion to be above our energy shield, and then we energy shield leech to basically over leech our energy shield, which is working out okay. I think it's working out okay. We can still take some pretty big hits. And then we got a glorious vanity timeless jewel, which I found, and I had to find this very specific bathed in blood code on here, 6,357, because apparently these like the amount of blood that's sacrificed in the name of Doriani changes what it does on your skill tree, I guess. So I had to find a calculator that like looked up what all these things do. And this one gives us corrupted souls, so we take damage from health and energy shield at the same time, and gives us a little bit more health. And then it also gives us more cold damage and cold leech, cold damage and cold leech. And I was using damage over time over here, cold damage and leech, and potentially this lightning damage and lightning leech, but I had to skill out of them to get this sort of cluster node here. So I don't know. So far, it's starting to feel pretty good, and I think a lot of that too is getting skill gems up to level 20. I think I underestimated how important getting skill gems to level 20 is, but we're there for the most part. You can see eventually I'm hoping that we can that these damage numbers and calculations and everything kind of work out, where we'll be sitting at like 1.8 million DPS overall. I doubt we'll actually ever like achieve 1.8 million, and I think that number from a Path of Exile standpoint, from everything I've seen, everybody else's builds and stuff like that, is probably like really, really low. Like I saw somebody's build and they were doing delve stuff, and they were saying that unless you were doing like 50 million DPS, like you really were gonna struggle in delve anyway from some of the lower levels. But we'll talk about that in a second too. And then as you can see right now, we're in Bastion of Elements to give us extra survivability. So that gives us another like 12,000 effective hit pool. But eventually I think I might be able to scale out of that if I can do enough damage with our Bloodline Ascendancy. Which apparently, to do this, you have to kill Lycia in this crazy puzzle labyrinth room called the Forbidden Sanctum. So I've tried it a couple times and failed every time. Forbidden Sanctum is really hard. I think I've got to get better relics to be able to run it. Anyway, so that's the skill tree, which I think isn't too bad. We could potentially skill out of this, the max mana and max life. Those are 2 more points that I think I could put somewhere else. And what I haven't done is really taken a good look at a bunch of the jewels that are out there. So I do have a jewel socket right here. If I skilled out of these and put 2 points into this jewel socket, we could potentially do some kind of cool stuff with some jewels. Like there's like these weird Viridian ones, or ones that like you can take skills at other locations, but we're really, really tight right now, I think, on available passive points, and attributes is the big thing. So for our items, unfortunately, I have too many uniques, but these were like fun when I started out of like the end of campaign, and I kind of just kept on using them, and they do a lot of damage for the build. So we got our Foulborn, Toolborn Opal Wand, which gives us +4 to all cold spell skill gems. And that's like impossible to get on anything else. And it's like so good. And we get a power charge too for killing a frozen enemy, which we do that a lot. And it gives them cold exposure. I mean, it's like, I don't see myself not using this wand. We were using a different one for a little while, which was, I think it was actually a staff. I don't even know if I have it anymore. I don't think I sold it. And it basically like gave a whole bunch of, yeah, this guy, this Bitter Dream Shadow Scepter. It gave you Bone Chill, Hypothermia, Ice Bite, Cold Pen, added cold damage, and level 15 inspiration. So you basically took, you had like a 9 link, really, because you could put 3 skill gems on there, and so it ended up being pretty strong. We're running Glacial Cascade on that for a long time, but then we eventually got this to a 6 link, and so we moved it over there. So I think that overall, I think this is better. I lost a little bit of damage on Wintertide Brand on our Frozen Mist, but the +4 level all cold spell gems is pretty awesome. We've also got 2 really good graphs on here that give us falling crystals that just do a ton of damage, and we get increased cold damage %. And then this glowing silhouette thing, which does lightning damage, since we're basically like leaning into lightning and cold. Which, by the way, for our ascendancy, we took Shaper of Storms, which would be counterintuitive. You'd think, why not take the cold damage? But this way, everything is always shocked all the time, so it procs Herald of Thunder constantly. I don't really need to skill into lightning. Like, I had a whole bunch of points in these lightning nodes for a while, and then when I took that, I realized I didn't even need those. We've got this replica Allelopathy gloves, which basically give us a level 25 Winter Protected Brand skill, so I don't need to slot that anymore. And makes us immune to chill, which is nice, and we get more damage from Wintertide Brand. We've got Rhyme Gaze, which gives us more damage to Wintertide Brand with cold damage over time, as well as giving us concentrated effect for our Heralds, which we have in here. And then we've got Carcass Jack, another unique, gives us more area of effect and area damage, which is super great, and it's got extra gore, so why would you not want that, right? Doriani's Invitation Heavy Belt, which gives us cold damage leached as life, as well as extra cold damage. And then we've got the Taming, which is a prismatic ring, which is awesome. What's up, Dion? Welcome. Thank you for the sub. This ring is pretty cool. We made this ring, crafted it with a vendor recipe. And it's got a whole bunch of resistances, as well as chance to freeze and shock, which is spectacular. So I kind of want to try a different ring, a different unique ring that makes enemies explode, but it's like 40 something divine to buy that, and I can't afford it. So we're using this for now. Also, I'll lose a lot of elemental resistances if that happened, and right now our resists are all capped, including chaos, at over 75. Well, except for fire or cold. That's 74 for some reason. But we've got this like little dude that makes our cold res go up. I need to get that number up. I need to actually increase that number more. Probably could lose some chaos res on one of these and try to add some cold res, but it's fine. Just because anytime we have more than, if we're overcapped on cold resistance, we get increased damage. We're thinking of that. I could probably respec this out since I'm not that high above. I wonder what that actually do. That may give us, we may get a bit of a damage boost depending on what we chose. We'll just leave it for now. I was thinking maybe I could do like 30%, negative 30% fire res. If we did negative 30% fire res and +1 to all cold skill gems, that might be pretty spectacular, but that would put us at pretty low 55% on our fire resistance, which is would not be fun. Let's see. Anyway, the rest of our gear. We've got some boots. The big thing is that these give us 14% chance to suppress spell damage, and then our shield gives spell suppressed or suppressed spell damage, block spell damage, and then another 10% to suppress spell damage. So those two things really help keep us alive. Oh, and then we got some cool brittle ground too that we drop while moving, with our prefix here, or our implicit rather. And then our ring does Ash, Frost, and Storm. We've got that anointed on it, which gives us, 30% more damage, more freeze and shock and ignite, and non-damaging ailment effect. But really what this is for is to give us more attributes. So we've got plus 19 and plus 48 to all attributes, which is crazy. It's got a little bit of elemental resistances on there, which is kind of nice. Could probably upgrade this to 1% more. Then I'd be completely capped on everything. So only 2 rares, which makes the build really, really hard to like manage, but we somehow have kind of got everything working on it, I think. And overall, all this gear costs like maybe 5 divine total for the pieces, and another divine or 2 for the skill gems to upgrade, because we've got some kind of nice skill gems like awakened added cold damage. I think I really want to get awakened spell echo. That'd be amazing, but those are like 50 divines. Awakened control destruction, awakened control destruction, awakened elemental focus. So a couple of awakened ones on there that I've been leveling up with the ascendancy trial thing. Yeah, so far it's been pretty awesome. I don't know how far I am in the game yet. It seems like we're not very far, but maybe we are. I don't know. I have to fight the Maven, I guess, but I don't really know how to do that. Like, I did one Maven fight where I fought the Purifier, the Constrictor, the Enslaver, and the Eradicator, which was crazy difficult. I think you can unlock more stuff with this map receptacle with the map device, and I think there's more map. I know there are more maps out here that I haven't done. Oh, there's a weird pink line connecting these two for some reason. I don't know why or what's going on there. That happened though. But all of these are like low level maps except for like 5 tier 16s, which are the good ones. But I think there's a way I know there's a way I can unlock all of this by getting 2 more of these little things down here, these void stones. I need 2 more of those, and then this will unlock, and I can do like everything at tier 16 somehow. But I don't know how to get these. I need to figure out how to get these. So my theory is that I talk to this Aegon dude maybe, and they'll have us do these memory quests, and maybe there's a boss fight at the end of that kind of unlocks everything. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We're gonna jump in and do a couple of maps here, and then what I really like doing is I really like Delve. And Delve is where you like go underground and like you just like are like mining. It's like Minecraft. So there's this like subterranean chart. You just keep going deeper and deeper. We're down to level what depth are we at? Like 200 something? 220, I think, is how far down we're at. Yeah, we're at 231. So you just go down in here, and there's all these little like loot things, and you kind of follow a little minecart around, which is super fun. But I have to gather this sulfite stuff to power my minecart so we can go back down there, which we'll do. USA, what's going on? Welcome. Not going to be streaming for a super long amount of time today. Just wanted to kind of showcase our building. Just say hello to everybody too. It's been a few weeks since we checked in with y'all last, so happy to see everybody jumping in here and hanging out a little bit. So let's do this thing and see what's going on. Headed to bed. Right on. This Ivory Temple map. Let's do this thing, and we'll add the Sulfite Scarab too, because I think that works. And this, we're like following some chain here, I guess. Anyway, so we'll open up this map and go here. I like the Ivory Temple. This is one of my favorite places. Yeah, we'll go do some attacks. So basically the way that this plays out is we shield charge like this, and then we put down some freezing mists and shoot everything with our ice stuff, and then hope that our heralds proc well and try to like clear the whole screen if we can. Ooh, we leveled up a skill gem, which is great. So yeah, kind of pop the whole screen as much as possible. Need to grab that sulfite there. And really what we're just trying to do is chill and freeze everything. These things all have memory shards on them. The memory stuff is kind of cool. I like used to like craft gear a little bit better. We'll hit this breach as well. And hopefully we can just kind of kill everything pretty well. Oh yeah, we use Ice Dash as well, or Ice Blink rather. So that we can kind of jump into the enemies. We tried using an updated version of it that like makes it so you can cast it more often, but it's got a cast time instead of instant, which I did not really like the feel of, so we don't use that anymore. But yeah, just kind of pop the whole screen like that, kill everything, all in one big go, which is sweet. Drops are enabled. I think they might be. I checked on the stream earlier. I didn't see them, so I'm not sure exactly if they're enabled, but I hope so. Welcome, Lunicus. Look at our little loot drop here. There's not a lot going on in that one. But really what I'm here for is the sulfur. I need more sulfur. Yeah. It feels, I really like the way everything gets killed by the heralds and like the whole screen just kind of gets deleted in like icy frozen mist. Also, it's like really nice for freezing bosses and freezing enemies for the most part. Sometimes enemy bosses like don't like to get frozen, which can make things a little bit challenging, but and I think our damage is like, we just obviously always need more damage, but I'm happy with the amount that we're doing for what we're doing right now. In that, I mean, sometimes the heralds just kill everything, which when that happens, it's awesome. I love it when the heralds pop everything, so. Overall, it feels okay. I'm hoping that we can get to level like 94, 95. More levels would be better. I don't think it'll be fully realized as a build yet until we get to level 100, unfortunately. And we get the Lycia Bloodline Ascendancy, which I don't know if that's actually going to be worth it. That may just increase our damage like a tiny little bit at the cost of a lot of survivability. So we'll have to see kind of how it goes. Ooh, I don't like this guy. Ow. We'll just kill this guy from far away, please. Chill resistant. Yeah, that makes sense. Lunicus, did you get any drops for PoE with that? Because if so, then I need to drop some gifted in here as well. So I would like to get MTXs. Ooh. A ghost. See, I think we've basically cleared out, for the most part, everything here. Yeah. Except for these weird flower petals. Just like shield charge our way around. Clear out the map. I feel like I've missed a room, but this layout does change. Oh wait, here it is. There's a lot of big groups out here usually. Ow. There we go. I like coming out. I really like this map because there's like a lot of really good monster density and pack sizes, which can be pretty cool. Arcanist gloves. Gotta remember to use my petals when I fight the boss, so they drop a lot of flower petal stuff. Although I don't know if that's the best strat. It might be better to use petals on like normal enemies. I can hit like F2 or F3 down here to make them, like, these petals explode. But really, we have generally no idea what's going on in this game. Flower petals. These guys die relatively fast, which I dig. Let's see, what does this say? Future maps, 80% chance for the originator packs in an area to be magic. 20% increased quantity of items. Let's do that one. All right. Looks like you got it. Love that. Hell yes. I love that. Wonder if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that too. Why not? We'll gift ourselves some subs. And that way, we will profit. 2 of those, I guess. Probably. There we go. See if this works for us.
Okay, let's go.
Nailed it. Tight, tight, tight. Love that. Making money. Well, I mean, so that's the build. That's kind of the build. I don't know what you guys think. But for anybody who checks in, or if you're checking this out on YouTube, like, I would love to get your opinion on the build and let me know, like, what we can do better for it. I think we're definitely plateauing. I can't see, as of right now, I don't see a good way forward to, like, boost damage and survivability more than kind of what we have. So I think this is going to kind of top out at what it does at some point here. And we'll have to get good and be good at mechanics, I guess. But we'll see. Maybe we'll find some cool gems, some other cool things to do that'll kind of unlock some stuff. Like, who knows? Count Geonor is one of the clients in the heist area. I did not know that. That's amazing. Can we? I would love to go if we see if we can find Count Geonor. I guess that is kind of a link between PoE 1 and PoE 2. Like, do they have a contract for what's her name to find the beast? That'd be pretty cool.
What is it?
All right. Let's see. Originator's Memory of Reverence. The drop rewards are, it looks like, the Incarnation Dread Portal for Path of Exile, which is pretty cool. A Dread Portal, huh? To check that out. I don't know if that's even... Is that in the game already? That'd be cool if it was, right? A portal effect, huh? We'll equip that and see what it looks like. Shows the names. You found one for him. Oh. Count Geonor is out there somewhere. I have contracts. Count Geonor contracts available. See, we got to start this guy's map, don't we? We need to click on the button.
Hello.
Hopefully we can get some more. How much sulfite did I have?
We followed?
We're almost topped off on sulfite, so we can go do that after this map. Maybe do a little bit more delve. I love the delve. Oh, and then there's this place, this Viridian Wildwood, which I have no idea what's going on in here, but I just kind of walk around and kill enemies that I find, and I think that the portal out of here opens once you've collected enough of this stuff, like these like mist things, like will-o-wisp things. And there's like weird things in here sometimes. Like we're getting flower petals in here too, apparently. Vivid empowered, I don't know what that is, but that guy hurt quite a lot, so I don't super dig. Oh, don't like that. Razor Fang. So I guess here's a thing. Pulsing tubulars. We'll just... I'm pretty sure you want to, like, move as little as possible in here to collect... Because if you collect too much light, then the portal opens and you have to leave. It's like collect too much mist. Or if you clear enough mist, I don't know how to best to describe it. A worn statue.
Sister.
Okay. One time I found like a weird like totem in here. See, then this portal opens. And now all like the mist is gone. And then there's like wild wisps. Monsters empowered with wild wisps have damage reduction. They've got damage reduction, speed, more item quantity based on the amount of vivid wisp you had when they were empowered. So I don't know what is going on in here. It's definitely like the PoE 2 like wisp stuff. I mean, all the wildwood stuff, like it seems to be connected more to the like, what is that, King in the Mist stuff though, which I think that's what it's connected to. Some of those opening some of these chests can be kind of scary. They can just like pop you. See, we can do this breach guy here, get some graft blood, so I can make more money selling grafts, because I'm a graft maker now apparently, which is cool. Just going around, killing everything. There's a Nico's over here. Gotta go talk to Nico to get more sulfurite. Nailed it. All right, a Necropolis map. Love that. Let's see. The other thing I like to do with this build is we like put down our little brands like this, and then those guys can just, the Wintertide brands can just kind of deal with the enemy, kind of by themselves, like little totems almost. So it's kind of a cool, relaxing gameplay. We can also use them for dodging boss mechanics and still do damage to the boss a little bit if we find that we're getting overwhelmed by the boss, which we usually are. It helps, it makes like these breaches like relatively easy, because I can cover one side with my little Wintertide brands, Wintertide brands, nailed it. And then kind of defend Alba with my Glacial Cascade too. All right, let's go find Nico over here. There we go. Looks like we're topped up. We got 30,000 stuff, which is good. Try to get out of that. We do have to position ourselves kind of carefully when we use our Glacial Cascade, because it does increase damage if they're at the end of the Glacial Cascade. So if we're too close, we just do way less damage. So I kind of cast it as I move, and then that kind of keeps things about at the right length, the right distance away from us. And then boss fights can be a little bit tricky because you have to like position yourself at the right distance from the bosses. So this thing, the Sacred Grove, we're not going to go in there right now. But I will get some iron from our town. The whole like town building mechanic and everything, it's like there's just so much happening in this game. It's spectacular. Just not going to run out of stuff to do, that's for sure. Oh, excuse you. So he's just kind of off-screen everything with our attacks. Keeps us like far enough away where we can get max damage. What's over here? Excuse me. Oh, so see, this guy's like empowered. So I wonder if I empowered him by going in that hole in the ground. I bet that's what it is. Like, when you collect that mist stuff, it makes the enemies out here stronger. Chiming. Oh, the apple shield. It's not really worth anything. Most things that drop on the ground are not really worth much, is what I have learned. I don't even need to collect Nico's stuff anymore because we have everything that we need. We got a full cart of sulfur. Probably gonna go do some delving after this map. Oh, there's the boss room down there. And then maybe try one of those forbidden temples again. What is that place called? I don't know, whatever. The Forbidden Sanctum. Nailed it. The Lost Temple. God, I hate the Forbidden Sanctum. Just like the Trial of Sekima in PoE 2, it's just as bad. I also hate these dudes. I think that guy just got buffed probably, or healed. Alright. Bone armor. Let's see. Future maps in this gain additional currency. Contain the Sacred Grove. We'll get the currency, please. Okay. Back here. See what this guy's got to say now. Egon. Are you just going to give us another map to run? We'll do this one. We'll do one more of these. We're getting kind of close. We're halfway to level 94. Now I'm getting concerned with death. I prefer to not die. Try this thing out again. Still not really sure if it's worth going down here. I think I'm just making enemies stronger with very little return on investment. But maybe there's like really cool stuff down here that I'm unaware of. Void Scepter. What is that? Why does that look fancy? Oh, it's corrupted, that's why. I want it. Is this the same one that I think is the pulsing tubular thing was what I found last time, right? Let's go over here. Adds the following effects to all players. 50% increased quantity of items, 100% increased rarity. You do not gain experience. Okay. Grab that, I guess. Even though we won't gain any experience, but maybe we'll get some better stuff. It's kind of cool. So maybe that's like why you come down here, is to get those things. Oh, I'm not happy with what's going on over there. This guy. Do not like this guy. Enrages his life is lost. Yeah, no kidding. The heralds also tell me where the enemies are a lot of times. Ooh, that was quite damaging. This guy's gonna pop out of the ground. These guys are hard. I don't like this at all. Get the hell out of there. That was bizarre. So now the whole map is like empowered, I guess. I'm like nervous about this map now. Oh, there's a hive here. What even are the effects? I mean, the map mods aren't bad, to be honest. Oop. Ah! Spam our potions. That corrupted blood is not good. Do not dig the corrupted blood. All right, let's try this hive. Maybe we'll get some good stuff in here. At least get some blood. Although these hives take forever to clear out, which is kind of a bit of a bummer. Especially when you just want to go do delving. Like, look at all these guys are everywhere. The mist stuff. All these things are empowered, it seems. why everything's so tanky, I guess. Gotta stop going down in weird holes in the ground. These memory places are a little bit tricky, it seems. Okay. Just have to explore the whole place so we know where to go when it's time to run away. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, I do not like that. A lightning attack. It's very, very rippy. But I guess we're not getting any XP at all, so don't really have to worry too much about clearing everything out. Really, I just do it because I want to find the exit. What's this? Cutlass. I have got that a few times. God, our heralds proccing are making me think it's enemy lightning attacks, but it's just us. All right. The nice thing is that pretty much everything just freezes immediately, so when I go into a pack, it's like we're a little safe for a second or two to give us some time to kind of kill everything here before we have to run away. And the freeze like spreads really, really well. That I think is one of the aspects that makes it feel so good. It's just like the freeze. Oh, dude, these guys are like super fast, which I do not dig. All right, I think we basically cleared this whole place out. So we'll go up here, just make sure we know where the exit options are. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, Alva. Ugh. Sometimes the freeze like spreads like around corners and just like deletes everybody, which is super nice. Stare at my mini map. Put our brands down over here, then go kill these guys. Hopefully we can actually finish this thing. Brands are doing relatively well. Oh, they've broken through the brands. There we go. And eventually we'll have to like fall back to the middle and try to use some of the activate the devices. Started up your town again. Nice. Sustaining the town with gold is like expensive. Look at that. Dude, what is this guy here? Oh my god. Oh, I also forgot to showcase that we got the unique ring Lost Unity, which is pretty sweet. It gives you like an extra herald. So we're actually running 3 heralds. We've got Herald of ice, thunder, as well as like this like breach herald, which is pretty cool. Gotta remember to use all the skills up. That's the one thing about this build though that's a little bit tricky, is like you're kind of like, it feels like you're playing the piano. There's a lot of button pushing to like really maximize DPS. So you have to put down brands and drop these cold snaps on stuff, and then also your glacial cascade. So there's kind of a lot going on here. All right, we're gonna go this way. Oh, we gotta go way up here, huh? Just keep on running. All right. We made it. Oh my god. Let's go. A gold amulet. Here's we've got that. Ooh, there's an Eldritch Horror though. Crater map. Any other maps that dropped? Only one map. Alright, well, far out. Let's try to finish this map hopefully without dying. There's not a lot of else I need to do in here other than just like complete the map, I think. Whoa. Saw that coming. I tried to hide in the corner, but no dice. What's going on, Jenski? Yeah, absolutely. We did it just because we wanted to get the Twitch drops. Got to get the PoE trips Twitch drops. Ooh. Well, unfortunately, we'd act below 50%. Yeah, we're at 42% now, so someday we'll get to the next level. Probably not today, but someday. Maybe we'll be more successful in Delve. Empowering these enemies was maybe a bad choice. Where'd that? Okay, there's that guy over there. I want to get those jeweler's orbs and kill this guy too. Shag Stinky, the Bone Crusher. Take that guy out. Excuse you. It definitely is a bit of a glass cannon build, I would say. Like, the whole goal is to, like, freeze and then out DPS everything. So the more that they are frozen, the more resistant they are to it. So we kind of have to hopefully kill things fast, but we tend to die when we do die to, like, one-shot mechanics. But I think I've got it to be just barely survivable enough now where I can actually, like, dodge the stuff that isn't a one-tap and, like, do a little bit of ow, 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 ow. What is this? What's going on in this room? Why is it so painful? These empowered bros are just super not cool. Oh god, it's this dude. But yeah, the goal is to, like, not die to non-one-shot mechanics. It's like, if I'm gonna get hit by a one-shot, then at least that needs to be dodgeable, right? Like that, for example. That is a skill issue. So are you using the Omen of Amelioration? Is there an Omen of Amelioration in this game? I didn't know there was one. Because I will use that if that's a thing. I don't think that those were even existed in here. Omens. Probably should have checked first, huh? Oh, it does do experience loss. It's 88 chaos orbs for one, so we're not going to run that. But They at least it exists. That's cool. Maybe I should start running rituals to try and gather those up. That'd be tight. Go gamble with rituals. All right, should have put down a safety portal before going into the boss fight, even though I didn't know it was a boss fight. No arena door. All right, let's navigate this room well. Cool that this guy's all empowered. Okay, stop that. We just try to get our Wintertide brands on them, and then once the DPS, the dots are on, then we can kind of just like dodge around and avoid mechanics. This is how I beat all the Maven fights, was just running in circles with my dots on everything. Oops, I have no idea what I just clicked on there. Get the hell out of that map. That was awful. Let's go back underground where it's safe.
Greetings.
Try out some delve stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Put all these things in our loot stash. Random gold thing. That guy. Already got all these. Got all three of those. I don't know if these are any good. No. Don't know what that is or why I picked it up. 2 chaos for that one, but nobody wants it. I think I'm already selling one. Alright, we'll just break all those down then. Every now and then I like to vow the uniques, just because they can be kind of fun to get some weird stuff, and sometimes those sell for quite a lot. But for the most part, all these extra uniques that we have in the Pokemon collection of uniques are not really worth keeping. All right, let's go. Let's see. We are way down here. And we're looking for necromancer stuff. Like there's like these necro loot boxes. But I'm hoping I can find a couple of... Yeah, here's one over here. So let's go towards this guy and see if we can't secure some necro stuff. Because the necro stuff has +1... Some of the items have +1 to specters and minions and stuff. And I want that. And they also sell for quite a lot too. So we're down to 231. I want to see if I can handle between 250 and 350 is apparently where like the good loot is. Still trying to upgrade my mining cart and like my resistance to the darkness down here too. So I'm having to spend a lot of my azurite on that rather than just getting chaos orbs in currency, but I think you can make quite a good amount of currency down here. There's some really cool loot. But like some of these rooms can be pretty scary. Like this one we're coming up on. I think this might be one of the scary ones that can be kind of hard. And we just died, which means we're probably going to die a lot more. So every time we die, we tend to just die in like streaks for some reason. This is a long mine path we're on. Whatever that sound is behind us sounds bad. Oh my god. Okay, we're here. Now, is this one that we have to activate? Yes, okay. Disturb the gravestone, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go hide in the corner over here, put my Wintertide brand down, Wintertide brand, and then just like try to kill everything with just shooting it all from far away. Guys are like spawning right there, which is not ideal. Just put our freezing mist down. Hit guys with cold snap. And then sneak our way forward and kill whatever uniques have survived until the event is over. There we go. Nailed it. All right, do we get anything good out of these things? Like, never get anything good out of these, it seems. So no, but there is the Necromancer Excavations. Let's go grab that. Ooh, and then there's a level 3. Level 3 of whatever that's right there, too. Stick with the minecart. Also some stuff in the shadows I see every now and then that I'll try to grab. But for the most part, I just generally kind of stick with the minecart. Who is this guy following me? Stop. That guy dead? Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's see. Where is this guy? Aha. Sealed lockboxes. Alright, we're gonna stand outside of here. Same strategy, just off-screen everything. Just sit here, off-screen everything, and then watch our health. Yes. Got our lightning clone that goes in there and kills everything every now and then. All right, think we won? Yes, we won. All right, let's see if we get anything good out of these lock boxes. Ooh, offering to the goddess, nice. Chain belt. Ah. It's all celestial looking. That was interesting. Got a space belt. It's not very good. All right, let's get this azurite over here. And then, are there any other necro things nearby? There's a jewelry one. I don't know if I really want to go for that. I kind of want to just keep on going deeper down into the mountain. Could go this way, I guess. Probably end up going this way. What's this? Contains minions or aura items. Oh. Okay, we want to get that for sure then. Do you yes, you can blow up walls with dynamite. You see them every now and then. If I see a dynamite wall, then I'll point one out. But yeah, you can blow them up the walls with dynamite. And that can actually unlock areas you don't have access to. Like I'll show you on the map, there's an area that you can potentially find a wall to blow up with dynamite, but they're really hard to find the right wall that accesses like the areas. I don't know. Apparently there's a whole like guide on how to find the dynamite or the walls to blow up with dynamite that like get you to like hidden areas. But I haven't really been able to make heads or tails of it, to be honest. Mainly I'm here for the azurite, because that I can use to buy resonators, and the resonators I can sell for chaos. Stupid. Somebody in there's got corrupted blood, which is super not cool. Need that corrupted blood thing to be dead. Also low on mana because our golems are dying. Get in there, golems. Okay, what is doing the corrupted blood thing? Oh, it's these guys. These rock sentinels. God, they're horrible. Hate them. Oh, and there's a dragon here. Azurite dragon. Now he's gonna do his firebomb. Where'd the dragon go? Ow. Dragon! Throws the dragon. Haha! Yes. Collect all the azurite. Sweet, sweet. Okay, yeah, so like, see this? This one is like alone and there's no way to path to it. So somewhere in here or over here or here, there's like a dynamite, a wall you can blow up with dynamite to get access to that. I thought there was another one over here too. Oh yeah, this one. So one of these nodes has got dynamite or a wall with dynamite that you can blow up. Let's try to get this guy, the minion items. That's what we've been looking for. We've been looking for minion items. Trying to get chest armor for Cosm with the minions. Plus to specters is what we really want. And those things sell for a ton as well. Like 50, 60 divines. We need some big ticket treasures in here. The Azurite is really good. Consistent chaos for sure. But having like something cool to drop that can sell for a couple of divines would be great. I guess I did get something. I think I got a map or something that I sold for like 2 or 3 divines in here one time. All right, clear this out a little bit before we begin the event. This is only level 2, so hopefully those bleed bros don't show up. I hate those guys. All right, stand just on the edge of the darkness and kill everything off screen. What's happening up there? Doesn't matter. We don't need to know. We just need to keep shooting until the lights turn back on and there's a bunch of loot that hits the ground. This is the way. Safety first. That's right, Cosm. That's right. Ow. See if I can tank through this. Something horrible is alive in there that has lightning. Just gonna keep leeching our health back. Oh, it's this guy right next to me. It's Lightning Storm, bro. God, I hate those guys. Just hold the line. What the hell is... Die, whatever you are. Good lord. Oh my god. There's a lot going on in this one. We're pretty deep down here, so... Alright, Fungal Caverns, Necromancer's Excavation contains minion or ore items. Let's see if we can't clear this out. Some of the rares, I just don't quite do enough damage to like really take out all the rares in like 1 or 2 pops, which makes things a little bit tricky. Grim Armor. Yes, yes. All right, this could be it. We could find something really good in here. Kill this guy. Get out of here. All right. Grim Jewelry, Armor, and a Jewelry. Okay, so we got one chance at the armor. See, if we just stay off screen, it makes our ice cascades blow up at like the right distance where it does the most damage. Get the most DPS. Orb of Unmaking, tight. Gemcutter's Prism. All right. Yes. Fossils too. Nice. And a Screaming Essence. Oh, yes. Sick. Convoking Wand, a Jester Mask, another Convoking Wand. That's not armor at all. Those are wands. But let's take a look. Are any of these good? Minions leech damage is life. Increased damage. Cold damage to spells. That's not bad actually. Increased cold damage, cast speed. That's not bad. And it's got the minions leech damage as life, which is pretty sweet. See if any of this is good. Let's get rid of this global critical strike. Are there any of these on the market at all? There's nothing like this on the market at all. What if we do just the minion things? 1 or 2 chaos? Okay. Wonder we might be able to sell that for a good amount. You might be good. How about this one? Crit strike, increased damage, increased area of effect, projectile speed, area of effect, max mana, increased damage. Tag all the minion things. Projectile speed seems kind of lame, but 1 chaos or 20 chaos or 1 divine. Have to check this out too. This might be good. +2 to level of socketed aura gems. Okay. A chisel. It's not super great. Maybe get a chaos or 2 for that. All right. Probably not gonna really worry about selling that one, but see any other necro things down here? Are you a necro thing? There's this guy. Contains currency. I don't know if that's really worth going for. Let's keep going deeper then. We're gonna avoid the blue man group over here. What's going on, Rook? How's it going? How's it going? Let's go this way. Chin Pokemon Master Ball? Yes, that's right. All right. Stay focused. We're going deeper than we've ever been before, so to speak. Step 232. Okay. Very good. We're all clear. Except for these guys. Let's go over here. Begin the destruction. Just keep on shooting everything. Thanks, Rook. Good to see you here. Just happy to be on stream at all right now. Playing some relaxing Path of Exile, if that's a thing. Do a little bit of chill mining. We're gonna play Minecraft in Path of Exile. It's great. All right, can we go? We've got to go to this one. So let's see if we can find. Oh, I was hoping there might be a wall. There might be a wall that we can blow up to get access to this petrified forest here. Have to keep our eye out and see if we can find a fractured wall anywhere. They're really, really tricky to find. I've never found one that like connects to a new area before. Not really super savvy on how to do it. Every now and then I'll just kind of like bounce over to the side and like kind of explore some little dark areas. And sometimes I can see there's a wall there and I'll go blow it up, but usually it's like a little cavern that's got like loot in it. Like that one's empty. It's monsters. The other thing too is the monsters don't die if they're not in your light. So you really have like a limited amount of time to kill them. You can throw some flares down, I guess, to kind of take care of them, but But my main concern is not dying and getting deeper. Deeper into the delve. No wall that way. Might be one over there. Oh, we're frozen. That's super not cool. Is there a wall over here at all? No. What was this guy? Silver roar. Oh shit. The fucking light went out? Excuse me. Don't like it when those guys turn the light out. Just gonna leave that guy behind, I've decided. Ooh, a frozen azurite vein. Good minecart leaving me behind. Man, we're like way over here. All right, these super bros are here. Damn it! Ah, I hate these guys. Down to 33%. Well, I guess we'll drop off our loot here. Let's see, nothing to identify. I'll have to sell those wands later. I'm pretty sure that those will sell. Where were we? We were going down over here. Try again. On the longest path from one waypoint to another. I'm not worried about finding that hidden wall if I can help it. Yeah, things are getting a lot more challenging down that way down here, down this deep. What's that? Player cache. There's nothing that ever really keys you in as like exactly where the walls are that I've noticed yet, but you can see them on the minimap when there is a wall. It has like a little icon that pops up. Good lord. Such a long way to go to get to our death. At least we're getting all this experience back. That is one advantage of delving down here is you get, I think you get a lot of pretty consistent experience. All right, these guys are here. Guys that jump around all over the place like a psychopath. It just makes it so I have to jump around all over the place like a psychopath. Damn Deadeye. All right. We did it. We secured a little waypoint for ourselves. And a diamond ring. Okay. We can go grab this azurite up here. We're at 3,000. We really need to get more azurite so we can upgrade stuff. And then there's whatever's going on here. Lightning items. That place looks terrifying. Some of them, sometimes there's like boss fights down here, and those can be pretty rough. Like there's this Val dude that puts bleeding on you, and I never can pop my potions fast enough to not die. What's that? Ooh, a skill gem leveled up? Yes, let's go. Those skill gems leveling up is a big deal. I think it's going to help out our build a ton to have those things kind of max level. There's not a lot else that I can think to do to improve anything on the build, so just got to optimize what we have. That's kind of the plan right now. All right, establish our position here, and then start shooting everything. Something put the light out, which is not cool. Whatever's down in there is terrifying. Not gonna go look. Just gonna stay here until the Azurite pops, and we'll be good. Barnoware, what's going on? When I bleed, I flail about like a pro. That's right. That's what I do. My little lightning bro just walked over and killed all those mobs. That's cool. They're like not a threat at all. But I like the initiative though. All right, everything's going fine. Some of these phases take forever, it seems. Just enemies constantly spawning in there. But at least I think that this strat is, at least it works for me. Just hang out here. There might be a faster way to do this. Like, I wonder sometimes if maybe, like, there's a unique or a rare that's not being killed, that if I were to kill it, then everything would die faster. But the strategy keeps us alive and profitable, so that's really what matters, I think. All right. Next area. A Grim Copse, Nesting Grounds, and then Azurite. Any Necro stuff yet that we've unveiled? Probably not. I think the better way to do this is just delve deep and then look backward, look over the shoulder for Necro stuff, and then go path on our way to there. It's rough when folks Wait, what? When folks pants you and the next thing you hear is Kermit the Frog here? Whatever's below is terrifying, that's right. Don't look down. Oh man, it feels so good to stream again. Although it's not going to be a super long stream today, we're probably going to have to end shortly. But that's okay. Ooh, excuse you. Who's this Night Tusk guy firing mortars? Kill that. Kill that immediately. All right, back to the plan. Kill everything from off screen. No big deal. Glad to get some smirks, right? Not, well, I wouldn't say they're evening out quite yet, Rook, but we'll see. Just gotta keep carrying on, and then someday they will. Hopefully soon, but who knows? Oh god, there's a unique guy still alive. Right. What was that? There was something horrible on the ground over there that almost killed me. Take this Viridian Jewel with me, I guess. Say after Xyler, think of the legend Cosmic King, the best mod, right? That's true, that's true. We have the best mods here. The best mods. I am the best mod, that's right. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to make it to depth 250. This is getting very difficult. Definitely need to have an insane amount of damage down here, I feel like. Like our damage is just not, maybe not quite up to the task. That person who made the Delve guide said that you needed 50 million damage is probably accurate. They were telling the truth. Excuse you. Oh, cool. Lifelink. Let's just attach our brands to these guys, and they can hopefully die soon. Nailed it. Nailed it. When are we on next? I don't know, Rook. I don't know. Maybe this next weekend? We'll see. Who knows? But honestly, it's like day by day. Just like if I can make it happen on a day, have enough work after, or enough energy after work and everything to be able to jump on stream, then we will. But right now, we really don't have a consistent schedule, unfortunately. It's like the worst part of being a streamer. You really got to be consistent. Say it's not the worst part of being a streamer. It's one of the worst things to do, to not be consistent as a streamer. I gotta kill these guys still. Oh, well, there you go. I guess that might be as good a time as any to take a break. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that was our build showcase. Thank you guys all for joining in and kind of hanging out. Hopefully we can get on stream again in the future, or maybe even make a YouTube video on our build. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not like super impressive or anything, you know, but it gets through red maps just fine. How far we can take it. Maybe when we're level 100, it'll be kind of a respectable build. We'll bump our damage up quite a lot more between level 93 and 100 if we can stop dying and actually get there. But all right, so let's go ahead and raid out and see who else is playing some Path of Exile, if anybody. Jump in on them. Let's see. All right, we'll jump on over here, say hello, and then we'll see you guys later.
Jump as soon as you hit grid. Last jump for the scouting party. Then we gotta scout the wormhole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome. Whoa. Let's go! Yeah! Hold. Hold. All right, here's the plan. We're gonna try to burn out of this thing as fast as we can. Come Come on. Yes. Oh! We made it, everybody. We made it. Oh, shit. Let's go! Ha ha ha! Perfect. All right, and the DSC's on the way. We made it. Boojum. As soon as I hit grid, I'll let you know. You can work to me. Boojum. Boojum. Not and Boojum, but Boojum. That was fun. That was really fun.